I'm excited today. Today's the day, guys. Today's the day that we're actually starting the build of the parrot enclosure. It's been a long time coming, and I've been talking about this, and it's been in the works, but finally today's the day that we started. We've already started lining up everything down here just to make sure that we level off the post, and that's what we're doing right now. We're drilling every single one of the holes that needs to get drilled so that we can start setting all of these posts. Now, I haven't been able to record any of these things because it's been a crappy day. It's been raining like crazy here. Luckily, we've caught a break in the weather. Of course, this is Florida. 1 minute it's raining like crazy, the next it's nice and sunny outside. So now that we caught a break in the weather, we've started to pre-drill all the holes. I'm so excited. I feel like a kid in a candy shop. Once we get the post up, we can start to focus on the roof. Thank God for all these. Oh, no, the sheep, get out. A little bit more, that would have knocked down the strings, and we need that because that's what keeps everything leveled off. That's how we're gonna be able to know what height to give these poles so that they're all the same as we come this way, and then the roof is leveled. But this is the machine that we're using to pre-drill the holes. Thank God for these things. It just makes things so much simpler and easy. Morning, guys. Day number 2, back at the farm. Yesterday, I didn't get a chance to record all this, but as you guys can see, all of the posts are up with the exception of 2 back here, and I'll show you guys exactly why. But I was a bad YouTuber yesterday. I didn't get a chance to record all these things because I was up against time. I had 3 guys here working with me. My father-in-law was helping me out, and it was just a pain just to set all of these things up back here. It was horrible. It was raining for the majority of the day. We had a hard time digging these holes even while using the heavy equipment that we have back here. And we knew that today the guys were coming early morning, so we had to get as much of this done as possible. So I said, you know what? I'm putting the camera away and I'm focusing on this because this needs to get done. As you guys can see, all of the posts have been set down. That's the 90-degree angle that guides us for the post. And then we had one on the top here when we were laying these down, but we took it off because all of these have been placed. Now we just have one at the top on that side so we could finish putting those posts and make sure that they're at 90 degrees. But all of these have been set. They're 7 feet from post to post. And then from end to end, there's 35 feet. So that makes it big enough for all of the cages that I've built. These are the last 2 holes that were giving us trouble. This one, I was able to dig down, but this one over here is a pain because there's so many root systems under there that it makes it very difficult, even while using this machine right here, to actually go ahead and make a hole. So let me try to get that done now before the guys show up. Man, this weather's just not cooperating with us. I thought it was gonna be a nice day. It started off well, but it's just been raining. It's not downpouring, so we're still able to get some work. The guys are back there building that thing up, but it's just slow progress. These guys are quick. I left real quick to Lowe's to get a couple things that I needed since I'm still cutting the cages that you see all the way back there, adding the doors, just trying to finish everything. I get back and check these guys out. You can see that they've already started working on adding all of the top beams for the roof. So they're making some progress on it. I think we'll be done before the end of the day. I'm excited. While they do that and finish all that stuff there, I'm gonna try to finish my cages because the sooner I can get these cages done, the sooner I can start to put them underneath that structure. And I'm over here trying to finish as much food enclosure. I haven't been drinking, don't mind that Modelo. While they're finishing that back there, I'm trying to finish all of my food enclosures over here for the cages. I got a couple more to go. I should be done very soon, and then hopefully then it'll be time to start putting all the cages in there. So they're making some progress on the roof. The trusses are already all in place, and they've started applying the plywood to the roof. Once that's done, then they'll be able to start on the shingles. That's kind of the final step. It'll be finished. Happy Sunday, guys. Back at the farm today, and I gotta say I am excited with this thing. It turned out way better than I expected, and it is way bigger than I expected to. On day number 1, which was Friday, we focused on opening every single one of the holes for the post, setting up the post going up, and then filling it with concrete. Day number 2, which was yesterday, Saturday, the guys came over and they started doing everything from the post upwards, from the trusses to the roof, the shingles up top, and so on. And today is day number 3, and my job is gonna be to take out every single one of these posts that are leaning down towards the ground and tying one to another, giving this structure support. That was there just so that it wouldn't wobble as these guys were up on the roof, but it's time to take all that out and see what it looks like when it's completely opened. One quick thing that I want to show you guys as to why this was built here and then the direction in which it was built. It's early morning, and as you can see, this side has sun. So in the morning, the birds that are facing this side will get full sun. They can sunbathe, they can have a wonderful time. And then this side in the morning has shade, but in the afternoons or past noon, this side is full of sun, and then this side over here is full of shade. So both birds on either side of this enclosure are gonna be able to get as much sun as possible, some of them in the morning, some of them in the afternoon, and so on. I've been making some progress off camera with the enclosure for the parrots. One of the things that I had to do was place these boards all the way along the top side of it because the structure itself was wobbling a lot. The roof weighs a lot. And since it's not gonna be enclosed with any plywood, it needs something to lock it in. And that right there locks it in a little bit more. On the inside, this is what it looks like. And then what's gonna happen is the cages are gonna start from here downwards and they'll go to about waist level, about down here. Also put some beams across the back side. I still need to do some lean ones, or I don't know if that's how you call them, but they go from the corner over here all the way down, and then another one from this corner down, and it doesn't allow the structure to do this. I've made a little bit more progress off camera. Finally got the door completely installed, as you guys can see here. This is a very big door. This door measures 4 feet wide, and it's big for a reason. The reason why we made this door so big is because the cages are 3 feet wide. So I need enough room to be able to pull the cages out through here in case of an emergency or in case that I have to replace any of them. I need to be able to take them out through here because everything else will be completely sealed off with cages running down this side and cages running down the opposite side. I also finished all of these leaning posts that you see right here running that way, and there's another one on this side, and we have some more on the back portion there on this side and then over here. And those ideally or essentially give this structure support so that it doesn't wobble left to right. And then I showed you guys these earlier, and these are the ones that don't allow the structure to go forward and backwards. So that way it is completely locked up in place, where now, since we live here in Florida, there's a lot of hurricanes. We're about to get into the hurricane season. It's that time of the year. The last thing that I want is strong winds moving this structure too much and making it collapse. So now that it has all those structural supports on that side, on this side, and then along the sides right here, it's ready to go. The final thing that I have to do is install this section right here that runs along, and it's going to cover it just like this plywood. I have to put the same one up here so that we don't have anything crawling through that space and getting inside, so I can secure it. The next step is bringing all the cages in here. The cages are not done yet. I've been focusing for a little bit over a week now on just finishing this structure and getting it ready, getting it done. It's finally at that point where there's not much else I can do in here, besides starting to bring all the cages. So once I put the cages up, once they're all hanging up, I'm able to go ahead and start putting the mesh all throughout the bottom and completely enclose this. But we're gonna leave that for a different video. This one is done. I hope that you guys have enjoyed it like always. If you did, remember to hit a thumbs up, like, subscribe, you know the deal. Bye.